Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the GOAT, Ricky Carmichael. Presenting the Hall of Fame ring tonight is the man behind the Foxhead brand and a longtime sponsor of Ricky Carmichael, Hall of Famer Jeff Fox.
Ricky Carmichael, in recognition of your unparalleled achievements in AMA competition, including 15 AMA Motocross and Supercross titles, 150 overall national wins, and 2 perfect seasons of outdoor motocross, your 4 individual Motocross of Nations championships, and 3 team championships, your tireless work ethic, on behalf of your teams and your sponsors. It's a long list, okay? You know, I've been up here all night slaving over all these guys. And finally, your gracious and humble off-track demeanor, as we just expressed to everyone, that has earned you fans throughout the world. It gives me tremendous pleasure to welcome you to the AMA Motorcycle Hall of Fame, and thank you, sir.
Thank
you. You bet. Appreciate it. Jeff, thank you.
No teleprompter here, so modern day teleprompter. I'm glad I didn't have to see myself when I was a little kid there. That was, Ursula, stop. I told you I was going to make it a minute before I started crying, so, okay. First of all, I want to congratulate all the other inductees tonight. It's very special. You guys were fantastic at what you did. Randy, Norm, Diane, and Mike, and Danny, otherwise known to me as Tumbleweed. I'm still putting a lot of cream in my coffee, by the way, but I miss you. So I'm going to make it, if you're in a hurry, you might want to wait a while, okay? But basically, I'm just going to go down a list and start from the beginning because this is a tribute and a thanks to all my sponsors and all the people who gave me the opportunity to ride a motorcycle. Fortunately for me, I was able to win a lot of races, and it wouldn't have been possible without those people. So for me, this is a night for them, not necessarily me. I was just able to take advantage of the opportunity that I was given. And I know a lot of people have said I was humble, but man, I'm just a little kid from Florida that could ride a motorcycle. This is for you guys. My mom and dad, okay. My mom and dad, a lot of sacrifices. My dad turned down a really good job opportunity, and he made it worth it for me when we moved up from, sorry. We moved from Tampa up to Tallahassee, and my dad had a great job, worked with this company for 20 years, and he basically threw it all away just to live in Tallahassee because there was better riding. So I had to thank them first because we had nothing growing up. So I made it work, and thank God I can take care of them today, and it wouldn't be possible without the sponsors. My first race, Dade City Raceway. Randy Yoho is here tonight. Thanks for getting on my ass back in the day for hauling ass through the pits. I appreciate that. So from there, that was my amateur career. My first big sponsor was Team Green. Mark Johnson is like a second father to me. A lot of sacrifices for him on his side. Sharon was like a second mother to me. Thank you very much. $300 in parts was my first contract that year. So, Mark, I appreciate you going out on a limb for me, bud. I appreciate that. I still have that contract, by the way. It's at my parents' house. Moving there, second, the sponsor I've had the longest would be Fox Racing. Jeff Fox, thank you for giving me the ring. That's very, very awesome. Pete Fox, all the Fox brothers, man, you guys are like family to me, and now, we have our kids, and we can be a different kind of family now, so that's awesome. And Todd Hicks, the guy believed in me, and that's he signed me up in 1991, and here we are today. I'm still a Fox athlete. From that point on, 1997 was my first professional year, and Mitch Payton took a chance, and it was some of the best 3 years of my life of racing. I learned a lot, and I would never trade those days in for anything. And in fact, I look at that number 70 bike, and it makes me feel old. That's what I'm like, looking at these, my bikes, and I'm like, man, wasn't that long ago that I was racing, was it? So I also have to thank Bones. I appreciate all your hard work, even at the amateur level, and Jim Perry as well. Kind of like co-team managers back in the day when we'd split team managers. One weekend I would have Jimmy, one weekend I'd have Bones, and I haven't forgotten that talk, Jimmy, that we had in Pontiac because I fell down, but it was because I was trying. So I made it a habit not to have those talks anymore, so we could hurry up and get out of there and go to dinner. After my 3 years at Pro Circuit, I got a factory Kawasaki ride, and basically the two people that stand out to me there that always seem, that I got really close with, and that really, the harder I worked, the harder they work, was Rick Ash and Norm Bigelow. Those guys, I just always felt like I was in tune with those guys. So thank you for all your hard work. That was a great time. It was a little bit of an earlier departure, but it definitely wasn't because of you guys, and I appreciate your hard work. Without the performance of the machine, my job wouldn't have been as good as it was. So thank you very much. Moving on to Honda, I have to thank Chuck Miller for taking a leap of faith. He actually, I knew that where I was going before I even won my first Supercross Championship in 2001. So thank you for believing in me and believing that I could be the guy. It means a lot. And Cliff White, I don't think any of those two guys are here tonight, but that guy would, do everything he could possible to make the best bike he could for me to win. And we had one goal in mind, and I was brought there to get the job done. And if things weren't right and I was really hard on him, he would do the best he could and pull the strings and get in a lot of trouble doing so to make that happen. So, I'd like to thank those guys as well. And a short time later to retire, I moved to Factory Suzuki, and Mel Harris. I have to thank him for getting that job done. Rod Lapusnak, these days, who we deal with. Thank you. Roger, I appreciate just having an amazing motorcycle when I got over there, and just thank you for your hard work and dedication when I was there. We had one goal, and that was to win races like everywhere that you were, every other company that I raced for. I had a lot of confidence in you, and I think it was the same way. And I think that's why everybody that was supposed to beat us never could. And it was all from your hard work. And when I was able to put my leg over that motorcycle that everybody said wasn't so good, we were able to do it. So thank you very much, Ian. I saw you floating around. I don't know where you're at now, but thank you for your hard work too. Back in the day when the two strokes didn't have as much power and torque as the four strokes, it was. I feel your pain and how hard it was to get the horsepower I was begging for, but you guys were able to do it, and I really, really appreciate that. Moving along into my new journey in life, as I talked about with the Ricky Carmichael universities, I love this sport of motocross. It's provided a fantastic life for me and my family, and I've met some great people along the way. And quite honestly, my wife, I think she believes it now, but when we were first married and first dating, she couldn't believe how I just never would see my family, and I never went to family functions. But I kept telling her, since I was 5 years old, all we did was race on the weekends. And you guys and the people that I've named tonight are my family. You guys really are, because you're the people that I spent my whole life with. So I appreciate everybody, and that's why I love giving back to the sport. I don't think that it gets enough credit for the risks that these guys take. I think that it's in some good hands right now with the promoters, without a doubt. And I have to thank Feld for Supercross and MX Sports for, number one, giving us the opportunity as amateurs to race and get in the limelight, and the MX Nationals as well. Without you guys and providing a place for us to race, we wouldn't be able to go out there and perform in front of millions of people and live television. So thank you for that. And with the RCU and my new future, and just trying to keep this Ricky Carmichael brand going alive, what this sport has given me, RCH race team, it's been a lot of fun. I got to thank Carrie Hart and Kenny Watson a couple years ago. I know it sounds really weird that someone like myself would try to link up with a tattooed scumbag, as he calls himself, but the guy's pretty smart, and I love our little program we got. We're going to keep getting better. So that's fun, and I thank you guys for sticking with me when I keep begging for more money to get better guys. So thank you very much. It's going to pay off, I promise you. Okay? With that said, I have to thank my family. First and foremost, my wife, J.H. Leo, my right-hand man. Most of you guys know him as Curly, but J.H., thank you very much. And that's it. So kept it together at the end. Like I said, I can't stress enough, and I know you guys are ready to go, but this is really a dedication to my sponsors and everybody who made this possible, because let's be honest, without them providing me with the equipment to do what I was able to do, it wouldn't be possible. Also, Nate Ramsey, great teammate. Jeff Emig, one of my best friends. I learned so much from you. Thank you very much, and you guys have a fantastic night, and thank you for all the support. Thank you.